Hey explorers, I'm Jay.
And I'm Patrick, and here we are at Joshua Tree National Park.
We're here to experience the super bloom, so come and join us on this adventure. 140 miles east of Los Angeles, Joshua Tree National Park is a popular Southern California destination, situated where the Mojave Desert meets the Colorado Desert. Our first stop into the park is the Cholla Cactus Garden Nature Trail. It's a landscape dominated by the teddy bear cholla, but we also encounter ocotillo and some unique wildlife. And there's a majestic ocotillo.
Ocotillo. Is it a cactus? No. It's a woody plant.
This right here is a desert iguana. There he goes. It's a little slower than they normally are. It's not as hot today. These guys are omnivorous, and so he's probably after some of the vegetation. All right, here we are in Wilson Canyon in Joshua Tree National Park, and this is exactly what we came here for. It's a super bloom. Look at all the wildflowers. All these colors. You got white flowers, you got yellow poppies, we got these purple flowers. Oh my god, this is so amazing. And this has been an unusual occurrence because we've had droughts here in California for such a long time, and so having the rains that we've had recently, this is just a remarkable view of the desert that we just haven't seen in such a long time. I've been out here at least a few dozen times, and this is Patrick's first time being here, but this is my first time seeing the desert with all these colors. A lot of people don't think that there's much life in the desert, but you can see from here that there's an abundance of flowers, and we see lizards running around. The desert's definitely alive today.
We are surrounded by wildflowers.
Paint palette of the desert. The majority of the wildflowers were concentrated in the lower elevation of the Colorado Desert. As we drove north into the higher elevation of the Mojave Desert, the flowers, chollas, and ocotillos were replaced with junipers, scrub oak, the iconic Joshua tree, and a landscape surrounded with eroding granite boulders and alien world formations. More wildlife here in Joshua Tree. It's a little lizard.
This rock in front of us is called white tank granite. It's an igneous rock that was formed when hot magma or liquid rock was pushed up deep from within the earth and forced into the overlying rock in a process known as intrusion. It then cooled and hardened and later became exposed as the rock we see today. Geologists believe that the white tank granite was intruded into the overlying rock about 135 million years ago. This was a time when the climate was mild and dinosaurs roamed the earth. Hardly what we see today. And although 155 million years may sound like an immense amount of time, it's only 1/30th of the Earth's ancient history.
Alright, so this is it. Arch Rock. Just a short hike from White Tank Campground. This rock formation is called Indian Wave Boulder on the Wall Street Mill Trail.
We're headed to this mill, Wall Street Mill, that we just heard about or saw on one of the signs back there. But we want to go check it out. So it's about a little over a mile of a walk there
and back.
Apparently, a sandy wash the entire way, which
It's not so bad right now.
doesn't make for an exciting 1 mile walk, but here we go. Look for these arrows to make sure you're going in the right direction.
The first point of interest on this trail is this really cool old windmill.
This is the location of a shootout between Worthy Bagley and William F. Keyes that happened in 1943. And according to Keyes' testimony, the two constantly argued over land ownership and use, which then accumulated in a gunfight after Bagley ambushed Keyes. The gunfight ended with Bagley dead and Keyes convicted of manslaughter. After his release from San Quentin in 1948, yes, 5 years later, Keyes returned to his home at Desert Queen Ranch and carved a stone marker that actually once stood here. But unfortunately in 2014, someone vandalized the marker, so the park staff relocated it to the museum. And this sculpture is here. It's a at-scale representation of the original marker. And it says, "Here is where Worthy Bagley bit the dust, at the hand of W.F. Keyes, May 11th, 1943. Pretty crazy, right?
All right, here we are at Wall Street Mill. This is a stamping mill where ore rock would be crushed in order to make it easier to extract the metal. Looks pretty good after all these years of standing here in the desert.
Let's go further. Come on. Can you see that on the tank? DeMitt Company, LA. Why pay more? William Keyes died in 1969, but in 1975 the Wall Street Stamp Mill was entered into the National Register of Historic Sites due to its local technological mechanical significance. It is a complete gold ore crushing mill featuring late 19th century two-stamp mill machinery.
That's a seed, right? The springs? I think so. Check it out. Look at the remains of this old car or truck. Not sure exactly what kind of vehicle this is. If you guys happen to know what it is, comment below. Years of being here in the desert. Actually, it's still in pretty good condition. Still has that pretty gnarly looking engine. But look at the headlights. They still got this really cool chrome finish to it. I don't know if that's been replaced or not, but that looks pretty good. Tires are all shredded up. We found another abandoned vehicle here. This one looks like it's an old truck. Its front is a little bit buried into the soil. It's still got steering wheel though. Passenger seat. Is that a sunroof there? Again, I'm not sure what vehicle this is, but if you guys know anything about this, comment below. We'd love to know about it. It looks like possibly the gas tank is here in the back. Is that what that is? I'm not sure. Anyway, pretty cool looking. Now we're hiking through this crunchy soil to what looks like is an old abandoned building. So just in a moment we'll go ahead and see what's out there. Oh my god, look how beautiful it is out here though. This landscape is unearthly. It's so peaceful. I love the desert just because of this reason. Wow, check out these ruins. Rob, you're not ruined.
So check this out. It looks like it's an old dwelling of some kind. A house maybe from the 1900s through maybe the 40s, 50s. I don't know. It looks like it caught fire based on some of the wood that's still here over the entryways. But wow. Check out, you can see where the wall fell here. And there is a separate room off to the side that doesn't look like it has any entryway into the rest of the dwelling. Check out this area. It looks like it might have been a garage or carport of some kind. Interesting.
More wildlife. See another lizard here. This one appears to be either a western fence lizard or a side blotch lizard. Alright, now we're on the Barker Dam Trail. Off to see the remnants of the old ranch established here by Barker family. Onward on this 1.1 mile hike. It's amazing how nature has stairways. Mother Nature's a beautiful thing, isn't she? Here we are already approaching the waters behind Barker Dam. Last time we were here about 3 years ago, it was completely dry, but it's nice to see that we've actually got some water in this reservoir at this time. Look how blue the sky is. That reflection is awesome. Like I said, there wasn't much water here. Actually, it was bone dry when we came here last time. So having all these rains recently, we actually have some water here. Check out this tree. It is in the middle of this little lake, which means it was probably on land in the very recent past, and now it's flooded. But still, it's got this really picturesque look to it. So I'm grabbing some photos while I'm here. How awesome is that?
Okay, so we found the water, but now where's the dam?
Alright, so here it is. The namesake of this trail, Barker Dam. Nice thing is the water level is pretty high. You can see it's been higher, but it's definitely been lower too. So this retaining wall was built in the early 1900s. This was a natural reservoir at some point, and they built the dam here to maintain water throughout the year for cattle.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
Where it even overflows. That must be.
Here we are at the lower section of Barker Dam. There's the dam itself. Water seems to be running right from underneath that big rock there. And everything underneath it's really lush, full of green foliage. That's nice to see. And look at the damn lizard. That's a damn lizard if I've seen one. Alright, Patrick, what do we got here?
I have a watering trough for the cattle from when this was ranchland. Ranchland. That could be the name of a theme park.
Check that out. Of course, cattle are gonna need to use that trough instead of that dirty stream water that's right next to it.
Who would want to use natural flowing spring water
when you can have delicious stagnant water?
from a trough?
More wildlife. It's a chipmunk. Oh, there it goes. Bye, chipmunk. More trail walking. This time we're headed to the petroglyphs. Come along. Check this out. Here are the petroglyphs. How sad is this? So these were the Native American markings originally as they were passing by. And then sometime later on, Hollywood studios were doing a film out here and used some paint over it to accentuate the actual petroglyphs. So what you're seeing is actually natural petroglyphs made by the Native Americans covered up with some modern day paint. It's pretty sad that it was treated that way. It's another lizard. I don't know what my lizard count is to right now, but there's been quite a few. This one's got a really cool orange side to it. Hey, there's no pole dancing on this trail. Here we are at Keys View, overlooking the city of Palm Springs, the little San Bernardino Mountains. There's Big Bear and San Bernardino Mountains on that side. Out towards the Coachella Valley, and off in the distance out there is Salton Sea. So what we're looking at, we're in the Mojave Desert, overlooking the Colorado Desert, at the highest point here in Joshua Tree National Park. Okay, Joshua Tree, I'm on to you. I know you're hiding the dinosaurs somewhere. Thanks for joining us on this trip to Joshua Tree National Park.
For more information about any of the locations we visited today, check out the links below.
And remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and feel free to comment on the videos below. And we hope you come along on our next adventure, where we don't just travel,
We explore.
See you next time.
Bye.
Look, Rob's got a stowaway on the shirt. What is that? It's like a jewel beetle.
I think he's after his heart.
Rob.
Get it off.